Hello.
Hi, how are you? Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Wow, you look really great, Ellen. You really do.
Aw, and this is my farmer look.
Well,
I was a busy girl today.
right on.
This is my office.
Yeah, I've been here before. I've been here.
That's my dog.
Hello, doggy.
Hi.
Hello, doggy.
Hey.
Hello,
Hey,
doggy.
Molly. Except for she's a kind of a pill. As soon as I get on the phone, ouch, ouch. I mean it.
Ah.
I don't. Will she fall for that? There are some charlatans out there, and there is some skeevy things going on. And one of the things that you do that I appreciate, based on what others are not willing to do, is you give money back guarantees. So do I. Like, if we're that good, we should be able to make that promise. And if it's not a good fit, or if someone doesn't get the results that we're looking for, I'm fine not working with them and just giving them their money back. And it doesn't happen. I think once in my 20 years have I ever given anything back. Or like a book, somebody could bought the wrong book. Keep the book. We'll send you another book. I don't care. You know, it's just not that big a deal. But you're willing to put your money where your mouth is. And so if I can mention that too, I think that's a big part of why you're the real deal.
Well, thank you. I think you just did. And the problem is that there are so many desperate people out there who are looking for any kind of solution of how they can advance their careers that they give up any kind of responsibility for being a discerning buyer. They're just so hoping that somebody is going to have the solution for them. And
Yeah.
the real truth of the matter is that the solution does not lie out there. The solution lies inside each and every one of us. It just so happens that I have magic powers and help people get on TV. And because of that, I can over-deliver on every other guru there is. Nobody delivers what I deliver. I deliver actual results for people in the room. The question is like, why can't more gurus deliver results in the room? And I think a lot of it is that buyers just aren't buying the right thing. They're not buying results. They're buying a dream.
Mm-hmm.
They're buying something that doesn't exist, which is like the hope that all their problems are going to go away if they give a guru $18,000 or $24,000, which is what most of these gurus are charging out there for, you know, this idea that they're going to solve all their problems. And I know one particular guru who I love, who's a good friend of mine, and her particular superpower is making people feel that the smartest business decision they can do is to give her $24,000 over the course of a year.
Yeah.
And that's going to solve their problems. The decision to give her the money is going to solve their problems. And, you know, I don't really find that to be the case.
Yeah, and I've seen the back of the room where people are like calling their mother for their home equity line and to give them their your inheritance first. I watched somebody sign up for a big table, like another level again, and the person who was at the front of the room who signed her up last year didn't know her name. She was like in the inner circle, and she didn't know her, and this woman's going to sign up again. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
I was at a speaker training event, which will remain unnamed, and I saw a client of mine who I knew to be a $46,000 a year client of the guru on the stage. And when our mutual client stood up to make a comment, the guru on the stage said, "Excuse me, what's your name?" $46,000 a year. Didn't know the guy's name.
Yeah.
Okay? I knew his name. He wasn't a $46,000 client of mine. My celebrity launchpad is $10,000. And I know the guy's name. I know his kid's name. I know his girlfriend's name. I've had dinner with the guy. I've helped him get on multiple TV appearances. He's been on more than 6 television appearances as a result of my training, which ain't no $46,000.
I'm Ellen Rohr, the plumber's wife. And once upon a time, I almost tanked my family business. I have a degree in business administration. I have lots of experience in business, but when I quit my real job and went to work for my husband, the plumber, I nearly tanked it, and it was awful. And then I learned a couple things. I learned how to keep score, financial I learned the financial piece of business, and I learned how to put a simple, profitable business plan together, and it changed my life. So what I do is help others start a business of their own. Whatever dream they have in mind, I help them make money and get where they're going. So I came to Clint Arthur. Can I start telling my story?
Yeah.
Okay. So I met you once upon a time at another seminar where Clint had some stage time, but I knew Clint when he was first getting started, because I think this was one of your first gigs.
Yeah.
All right. And so it was a typical gig where all sorts of speakers are on stage, and they're all, sharing their expertise. And then there's going to be a product that they're selling on stage. And the only thing I bought that day was Clint's $500 package that you could take home and listen to the DVDs and everything, because he promised he could get me on television. And one of my intentions is to have a reality TV show. Now, that may not be your intention, but that has been mine, that if I could be on television and share my expertise, instead of reaching one or two people at a time, I could reach millions. And I believe in business, and I believe my message needs to be heard far and wide. So television, broadcast media, that's what I want to do. And a reality TV show is what's on my plate. So I signed up to be with Clint, and then, I bought packages before, and now I figure I'm the client, so Clint can kind of jump when I snap my fingers. So I don't read any of it or watch any of the videos. I just end up talking to you on the phone for the half an hour that came with it, right? And I said, well, why don't you help me write my pitch? And he's like, no, that's not how it works. You write the pitch. You watch the videos. You do your homework, and don't waste my time. And I'm like, who is this guy? So I'm like, okay. So I started to do my homework and everything else. And just being the kind of person I am, I knew I was going to need a little more help. And that's when I ended up signing up for the Celebrity Launchpad. So I love what Clint does. I love his spirit and his energy, and just being around him, I knew he was the kind of guy who could make me better. So when we went to Celebrity Launchpad, I'm the client who doesn't ever do what Clint tells me to do. I'll tell you to do what Clint tells you to do, but I'm always, going the other direction or have a better idea. And whenever I just let you coach me, Clint, we get terrific results. And as a result of just, okay, for the fourth time trying it your way, I have now done 54 television appearances. How about that? One national appearance, and fingers crossed, I have a good contact in New York on Channel 12, and that could be the biggest market I've done. Up till now, Houston's been the biggest market, which is a top 10 market, and I've been there 3 times with an open invitation to go back.
You've been on Great Day Houston 3 times?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. They are adorable, and that's a fun one because they have a live audience.
That is amazing. Really great result. Really great result.
Yeah, and first off, if you're like me and you want it to just happen fast, the fastest way you can do this is just go to Celebrity Launchpad. In fact, Clint and I are talking about me going again because I really just want to get to the big markets now. Chicago, LA, New York. I've proven that I can do the smaller markets. Now, I listened to you, right? I cut my teeth. I'm so much better at this than I was then. All right. And another encouragement is, once you've been on a station and you've done a great job, all you have to do is call and say, hey, I'm going to be in town, and they will make room for you because they want a great guest. And if you prove yourself to, show up clean, sober, on time, dressed right, got the props, got the segments ready for them to go, you just make this producer's day. Because when you go, you're going to see they're putting on this circus every day. And people are showing up late, and they're boring, and they're wearing black, and they never smile. And if you're the guy who makes their life really easy, they're going to go, oh, yay, Ellen's coming back. What do you want to talk about? Do you want to do 2 segments while you're here? It just makes it so much easier. So, Clint has taught me how to be a celebrity, and let's talk about how you make money doing this, because one of the issues that some of your clients have had, I've been to the calls and the launch pad, is that, okay, I'm going to book with these people. Now I got to fly there, and I got to pay for a hotel, and I got to pay for my travel and everything else. Well, Because one of my missions is to make money every month. That is just a rule that I have. I don't always win, but I always go for the W, which is to make money every single month. And so if you start with that intention, then you can absolutely leverage these TV appearances into more money. So what I will do is I will look at my list of clients. Now, I'm a business consultant, so I've got clients, and if I've worked with someone before, like there was somebody in San Antonio, and I hadn't been on San Antonio before, or sorry, Austin. It was Austin. So I said, you know what? I love this client. I'm going to call Sarah and say, hey, Sarah, I have the opportunity to be on television in Austin. Now, I haven't pitched the Austin station yet, but I'm telling her, I've got the opportunity to be on television in Austin. I can make you a really great deal. I won't charge you airfare because I'm going to come anyway, but I will put together a dust-off day. So I started, the dust-off day all came from this Celebrity Launchpad thing. Because I'd worked with the client before, but a dust-off day kind of sounded like a neat way to visit an existing client and just kind of dust off the systems that we put in place the last time I was there. So we could do a dust-off day. And here are some suggestions for the agenda. You know, what do you want to work on? Boom, boom, boom. I'll fly in the night before. I'll do the television program. You can watch me on television. They love this, right? Client loves this. And then I'll come to your shop. We'll spend the day the next morning, and then I'll take off. Does that sound good? And I charge $5,900 to $6,900 for these dust-off days. So is that so bad?
That sounds like magic dust.
Yeah. And so then they say yes. And then I pitch the television station. Now, if the television station says no, I still got a $6,900 deal, right? I mean, you can't lose with that. But if you're going to Austin and you follow what Clint says, chances are very, very good you're going to book Austin. And then you say to the guys in Austin, I'm there to visit a client. I'll be there for one day. Hope this works for your schedule. Here's my segment. And if you've been there before, now I can go back to my client, do another dust-off day, and go back to that station. So does that help?
How many dust-off days have you done like that with this strategy?
10?
Seriously?
Over the last couple of years, yeah, easily.
So
yeah,
with this strategy, you've made 59 to 69,000 somewhere in there using this strategy. Yeah. I'll take that. That sounds like magic dust to me, man.
Right, and it's a deal for them because then I just eat the travel, which I usually charge, but that sweetens the deal enough for an existing client to say, yeah, that sounds like a good deal. And you're going to be on television? Tell me about that. Yeah, it's going to be my 35th appearance or my 42nd appearance or whatever. And they get really into it. They're really proud of it.
Awesome. That's fantastic.
Yeah, they're impressed. They're impressed that you're on television. So this is where you really got me, and this is what I would underline if you're listening to this and taking notes. Celebrities make more money. What does Kim Kardashian do? She's a celebrity. That's her only function. Now, I'm not a fan except for the demonstration of the principle. It's an undeniable demonstration of the principle. Celebrities make more money, and if you can become a celebrity in your field, you're going to make more money.
Awesome. Any other examples of how you're using your TV appearances and your celebrity to make more money?
Okay, so here's a great one. You're going to love this. And I don't know, do you have the chance to put a link in as we watch this?
Yeah, I'll pull it up right now on the screen.
My dream is to be a reality TV star, right? So as I'm getting on television, at Clint's suggestion, you want to put your videos up there, start a YouTube channel, have them all up there, all of them, even your bad ones. Just
yeah.
Put them up there so it looks like you've been on television a whole bunch. And on my website now it says NBC, CBS, Fox, you know, all that. So I look like I'm a celebrity and I'm comfortable in front of the TV. Well, Wells Fargo was working with a friend of mine who couldn't do a gig. She had a previous commitment. So she turned them on to me. So, you know, it's nice to have friends who are also celebrities.
Yeah, celebrities hang out with other celebrities.
Yeah, and so the Wells Fargo people said, well, she's got to be comfortable in front of the camera. And they went, without me knowing any of this, they went to my website, they saw my videos, and then when they called me, they said, we see you've been on television. This is a webisode series, but it's going to be filmed by the crew that does Top Chef. I mean, it's a first-rate production. So we needed someone who's comfortable in front of the camera, and you are. So then I've got Wells Fargo calling me to be one of their small business experts. Now, I've become one of their regulars. In fact, I just got an email today. I'm going to start, I told you I'd signed up for this, but we hadn't kicked it in yet. I'm going to blog for them, do little videos for them, write copy for them every month on the Wells Fargo Works website for a year. And then they're going to link it back to me at ellenrohr.com. How good is this? They only have like 1 million subscribers to Wells Fargo Works. It's so good. So anyway, they asked me to be, it's so fun. This is what they asked me to do. Tell me you wouldn't love doing this. So they say, okay, we have a contest happening, and we want you to judge the contest. We'll pay you to judge the contest. We want you to present the contest in front of the Wells Fargo executives at this high-end thing in Las Vegas, and we'll pay you to come and be on stage with all these executives. Yes, yes. And then when we do the contest winners, we want you to coach one of them, and when you go and coach them, we're going to film you and make webisodes and commercials for Wells Fargo out of your experience. Would you be interested in that? Yes, yes. And you get to say, on behalf of Wells Fargo, you'll receive $25,000 in products and services to help you grow your business. And then they collapse and cry. And it's the best thing in the world. The best thing in the world. See, this is what I wanted to do, and I'm doing it.
Wow.
How fun is this?
And you get a car, and you get a car, and you get a car.
It is so that. It feels so good. And here are these just deserving, wonderful people. And by the way, if you're watching this, wellsfargoworks.com, if you go right now, they're having the contest. Right now, you put a little 2-minute video together. And won't you be darling at putting a video together? Yes, because you've been getting this great coaching. And tell us about your business, and you could win $25,000 for your company.
That is so awesome.
How about that?
And
it's so awesome.
How many figures of work have you done for Wells Fargo, my darling?
I don't want to say, because Wells Fargo is very proper, and they've been super good to me, and I signed all kinds of things that I'm supposed to be zip it about it, but anybody would want the gig that I have. It's just, and they're so excellence oriented. I mean, Wells Fargo is one of the best companies on the planet. It's just, I'm playing with rock stars. I can't tell you how honored I am to be on their team.
So basically, you're getting to do work that you love. You're getting to make a difference in the lives of others. You're getting to do super high quality work, working with top level people on the highest level of quality of productions, and you're being highly compensated to do it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. And the people I'm working with, the production team, are now producing yet another episode of, or a season of Top Chef. So my circle of people is becoming the reality TV world. It's inevitable, Clint. You and I are going to be on this show together.
Amen, my darling. Amen. I got to tell you, Ellen, we're so proud of you. Allie and I are so proud of you.
Love you. And I couldn't do it without Clint. And Allie, I don't know if you know how much work Allie does behind the scenes, but she's just this gentle love. When I went to Celebrity Launchpad, I choked at the Las Vegas thing. Clint's all over me like a, I don't know, like white on rice. He just couldn't believe. She comes, I'm in person, I blah, blah, blah. I do this terrible audition. And Allie calls her back and goes, she's really better than that, and gets me in there anyway.
You followed the advice of Veronica Gray, who said, when you come to Celebrity Launchpad, it's great to book the shows, but really what's great is booking the producers. Getting the producers to get to know, like, and trust you is more important than them actually booking you. Because, I mean, Veronica, when they had a great white shark attack in Southern California, she appeared on Fox Los Angeles as a result of meeting the producer here. She just came in over the phone and commented on it.
That was so good. And like with Dina didn't book me at Celebrity Launchpad. Yeah. Didn't like number 1 and number 2 segment. And I just called her up and said, you know, you like me. What do you think would work here? Here are some other ideas. And we ended up putting a segment together. So that was exactly it. Dina saw some potential in me. She just didn't like the pitches. So pitch something else. Clint will help you.
Let's talk about your experience as a speaker and how
Okay.
you've improved your career as a speaker because of your TV experience and celebrity.
I think my whole career, and maybe I think my whole career I have based on one characteristic. I didn't identify it until I met you. But the reason why anybody has me do anything is because of the energy I bring to the party. I'm not even that smart. Just energy is contagious. And if I'm in the room, I'm going to be giving and you're going to be receiving as opposed to me sucking the life out of you. Right? In this world, there are people who bring energy, and I bring energy to the party. And so when you speak, that's one of the characteristics of a great speaker, is that they're bringing themselves to the party, that they're giving their energy to the room. And television has helped me manipulate that energy to better effect. Like sometimes I would just blow people up, or the energy would stay way too high. But television has allowed me to like feel when it's lower, you know, going softer, and when it's time to bring it up and be a better manipulator is kind of a weird word, but craftsman of energy, right?
Okay.
To bring the energy to the party. But here's an interesting thing about speaking, and I have a lot of work to do. I mean, I'm kind of bragging on my highlights, but Clint and I have talked too. There's things in my career I've not yet done. I'd like to be paid $20, $30, $50, $100,000 for a speaking gig. I want to do a TEDx or a TED gig for sure. So I'm working on the speaking thing. But here's an interesting thing, that in my bio now, since I've put that I've been on television, 47 times and 51 times and 52 times, as you keep updating that number and you put that on your bio, every time I've been introduced, they mention that. And sometimes that's the only thing that they mention. And she's been on television 54 times, the plumber's wife, teaching you how to make money and have more fun in your business. Let's hear it for Ellen Rohr. But it's that's the piece of the bio that impresses the host of your speaking gig. And like, wow.
Have you noticed that the size of the audiences you've been addressing have increased since you started doing TV?
I think that I need to work on that. Like a lot of times, my niche is dirty jobs guys, plumbing, heating, cooling, electrical, restoration contractors. And in those niches, I'm pretty well known. And but they're like that Napa thing, we don't have anything quite like that in my industry as of now. Like I saw Dave Striegel and I thought, there isn't even there may be something, now that I say it, like there may be a corporate sponsorship, like over in Europe. They do trade shows that are much bigger than they do in the U.S. So, I could get going on that. So I think that's what I really need to work on. Part of my career, too, I want to do more online webinars, workshops, reach more people, webisodes, podcasts, interviews. I love Marie Forleo's format. I don't know if you've noticed Marie TV. She does a great job. And Lewis Howes. And some of these other guys, I'm looking at the way they deliver content, great content online, super easy to get. So I'm working on that area of my business. But my consulting work, while a lot of your clients are trying to increase their consulting business, there's only so much of Ellen to go around. So my consulting now, I'm channeling into our drain and sewer franchise, Zoom Drain. Oh yeah, baby. So that's an area of my business that, can be very lucrative in the long haul, and I'm really excited about that. So, we've talked about this with the branding. The plumber's wife really works well for that area of my business. And then the webinar online marketing side of my business is where I'm working on new products and so forth. So working one-to-one with clients, I'm going to reduce in favor of more speaking gigs, more online business, and then the franchise. That's my game plan. Then the reality show will enhance all of these. In fact, one of the ideas we're pitching is a reality show based on my darling drain cleaners. They're adorable.
Ellen, you're a consultant, you're a speaker, you're a television host, and marketing expert.
Getting there.
You are a mother, a wife, a marathon runner. Have you noticed that?
That was Saturday.
How does TV impact all of this for you? I mean, you're such a Renaissance person. You're such a three-dimensional person. Do you find that TV brings another dimension to this whole thing that is made sweeter and nicer by the whole TV celebrity thing?
Here's the thing. I mean, that's the most important question, Clint, because for me, like, my intention is to live my best life and to just, like the last year of your life. All right. So I recognize that in you, right? Like, you have to say yes to things, because what if this is the last year of your life? And so I think we share that understanding that, if we make the most of this, then that's a life well lived. And then we get the stories, and then we get the experiences. And I'm all about that. I want to reach a lot of people. I want to help a lot of people. And selfishly, and I am a selfish person because I love to make myself happy, television is one of my very favorite things to do because it puts you in the here and now like nothing else. Even if you're on stage, there are moments where you might go in and out of the moment. But with television, you've got 3 minutes. 3 minutes to make an impact. If you're on stage, even for an hour, if you blow it, you can get it back. You've got a little more breathing room. But on television, you have 3 minutes, and it goes so super fast. And I don't know about you, but as soon as it's over, I think, dang, I could have done this. I should have done that. Okay. It's such a challenge to do those 3 minutes that they, to me, the deliciousness of that moment is what makes it all worthwhile. I mean, it's great that we get to spread our brand, and it's wonderful that we're reaching lots of people. And in addition to that, you have this game that you get to play where your challenge is to bring the very best you and the very best message that you can to help people in a 3-minute time period.
They came to my instant local celebrity program in December. They had terrible technical issues. They couldn't send emails. They didn't get booked. His topic was self-defense. And January, let's see, when did they come? They came like, I don't know, they came like October. And I wanted them to come to Celebrity Launchpad in December and pitch self-defense, like 3 mistakes to avoid when you get attacked, for Self-Defense Awareness Month, which is January. But he couldn't do it because he had a party going on at his studio that he had invited a bunch of people to, and he had to be at the party. So they went to their party. They never booked themselves on shows because they had technical issues and couldn't send emails. And they never got on TV, and now they're dead.
Oh, that is just so awful.
So I love what you're talking about living as if the last year of your life and making this shit happen. These people he was 50, she was 46. Lovely couple from Ottawa. He was a leader, He had his own type of martial art with thousands and thousands of tens of thousands of clients who come through his training. He was a thought leader, a world changer, but he never got on TV and never got to share his message because he figured, I'll just do it later. There is no later. It's either now or maybe never. And that's a perfect example of that. And it's all the more reason why you and I do what we do when we do it, which is every single day. Because I don't know if this is going to be the last TV appearance of my life. I don't know if this is going to be the last day of my life. All I know is I go for it every single day, and I know you do too. And
there's a guy, I can't remember his last name right now, but he started Send Out Cards, and his name is Jordan. Do you know who this guy is?
I don't know, but I know Send Out Cards.
Okay, so Send Out Cards is this multi-level thing, and it's cool. I mean, there's people making money doing it, but the idea of sending out cards, he talks about this in this little video. If you get exposed to it, that he calls it the prompting. Like, you know how you're prompted to tell somebody you love them or to give somebody an attaboy, and the moment passes. So he said the idea with send out cards is that how easy could he make it that once you got that prompt that you could act on that. Isn't that nice. A great message?
That is nice.
Yeah, and so that's what you're talking about. Like, if you're watching this, you're getting prompted.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to see this.
Not everybody's going to see this. Not a lot of people, in the grand scheme of things, not a lot of people who are appropriate for this opportunity are going to actually watch this video and have the resources, the time, the interest, or the capabilities to even apply for Celebrity Launchpad. But if you are in a position to apply, if you think that TV is calling to you, if in the back of your mind you've always thought maybe I should have a TV show, or I could be a guest on TV, or I could do more to make a difference in the world.
Have a bigger megaphone.
Yeah.
Have a bigger megaphone. If you're watching this and you're prompted, and one of the reasons why Clint wanted me to sing his praises today was that if one of the reasons that you're not saying yes is that I don't see how I'm going to make money right away, there are two things to keep in mind. One is, in the long haul, it's going to pay for itself. There's three things I want to mention. In the long haul, being a celebrity is going to make you more money. In the short run, my commitment was, I'll spend the money, but I'm going to figure out how to make money doing this. I'm going to have my clients pay. Like, I just ran the marathon. I ran this on Saturday. Of course, I scheduled the marathon on the way home from working with the clients. Of course I did. Right? So that I get the ticket paid for on the round trip. See, your business is a path to freedom, and this is just one more tool. So if you want to, work your dates in with your work schedule, then do that, and your company or your business can pay for this. So, like, right out of the gate, I thought, well, I'm going to figure out how to make money doing it, and that's one of the reasons why you wanted me to talk today, right?
Yeah.
But here's the third thing, and I think this is really important. If you don't get on television, Clint will give you your money back. And he and I have been students of this.
Plus $500.
Okay, how about that? So you could make money on the deal. So he's taking away the objection, like, what if it doesn't work for me? Well, it works if you work it, like they say in AA. It works if you work it. But I love that so much about you, because there are so many people out there who not only won't give you your money back, they won't even let you sign up unless you give them a cashier's check, unless you can wire the money in today. You're not even good for it. You can't even put it on a credit card. You've got to give them the money today, and you're not going to get it back. And so one of the things that I love about you, Clint, is that you deliver in-the-room results with a money-back guarantee. I mean, there you go. That just takes out that fear and that objection.
The question is not, will this work for me? The question is, how can I make this work so that I make money for my business with TV? It's kind of a no-brainer. It's kind of obvious. Celebrities do make more money. If it can work for the plumber's wife, who is a plumbing consultant and a business makeover expert, if she can turn it into a nicely compensated gig with Wells Fargo Bank, if she can turn it into $6,000 dust-off days with clients all across the country, you've met others. Look at all the other case studies in here. If they can make it work, you can make it work. Have some faith. Screw on some cojones. Fill out the application. Come hang out with me here on the lot in Hollywood or in Atlanta at CNN Studios. Either one of those. I mean, I'm taking the mystery out of it. I'm introducing you to my friends. I guarantee they'll invite you on their shows. I will teach you how to be great on TV. I will teach you how to avoid the stupid mistakes that'll make you look like an idiot on TV. I've had 100% success. If this is calling to you, please go to guaranteedcelebrity.com, fill out the application, and let's make it happen. Why? Because I am looking forward to seeing you on television.
You're the best, Clint Arthur. My new best friend, my old best friend, forever.
Thank you, sweetie. And I'm looking forward
that was so fun.
Yeah, that was really good. And I'm looking forward.
It was great because we got to hang out together.
It's always fun. You know, Shannon Shu was the one who said that one of the best parts about this whole thing is that, you know, you're the average of the 5 people you hang out with most in your life, right? So hang out with Clint Arthur for 2 hours every week.
How fun is that?
That's an easy way to up-level your income.
And Shannon and I are still friends. I mean, then you become Facebook friends. We get to hang out. We get to see what other people are doing and look at their clips and hoot and holler, and so much fun. That's Sandy with the balloons. Oh my gosh. Super rock star. She is so good. I love her so much. And her career is just taking off.
She got, you know, nice gig from the San Diego airport. Okay. She got, you know.
Yeah, she's totally getting work from this.
She's getting a lot. And she's turning a lot of clients' books into #1 bestsellers on Amazon. She's worked with at least 10 celebrity launchpad magic messengers and given them #1 bestsellers on Amazon.
Oh, I didn't know that that's what she was doing. I saw that there would be another guy and you go buy the book and all that. But I didn't realize that she was coordinating that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. She's doing really great with that. She did it for Veronica, Dr. Samantha, Dr. Joel. You know, many clients have gone through. The Grossmans.
Hey, you know,
oh my God, the Grossmans. You haven't seen the Grossmans?
Who are the Grossmans?
Dr. Michael and Barbara Grossman. They have a book called The Marriage Map, and they have a segment on how to save your marriage by dancing.
Which would totally work.
And they danced on NBC Phoenix.
That is such a great demo. That is awesome.
Did their dance and explain the whole thing while they're dancing on NBC Phoenix. It was amazing.
Well, do you know why I want to have a reality TV show? 1, to reach a lot of people. 2, that's all the famous you need to be to get on Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
That's all the famous you need. What's the shortest distance between me and getting on Dancing with the Stars is to just have my own reality show, and that's all the famous I need.
That's your goal? That's the end goal, to get on Dancing with the Stars?
Oh yeah.
Oh man,
Are you
that is
kidding?
awesome. That is awesome.
Oh, and then I just think I'd be adorable on that.
That is awesome.
I'll totally appreciate that. But see, then you learn how to dance, and there's that whole the people who on that show. Do you watch that show?
A little bit.
They just grow. Rumor Willis,
yeah,
loved every moment. Loved every moment. Her family cheering for her. I mean, very rarely. Kate Gosling was a pain in the ass. Other than that, most of the people on the show totally appreciate it. They get better. You watch them grow like a Celebrity Launchpad. People get better from Thursday night to Friday afternoon. Like the growth is just like that, and that's exciting. I love watching that.
Yep.
So, hey, because of Veronica Gray, I don't sleep with a pillow anymore.
Well, maybe that's why you look so good.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
But I haven't lifted the bed up. To reverse aging, you're supposed to lift the bed up.
Veronica Gray, she is something else.
Isn't she a trip? And now she has that cute young boyfriend.
Is that her boyfriend?
Yeah, I think it is.
They seem like it. I mean.
Yeah. I think they're a couple.
Wow. That's cool.
She's something. Because she met at the same event. Once upon a time, she was there too, and I thought, what is her story? Because she was all over. She was making movies, she was doing whatever, but she's now narrowed her message into the surf lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good, really good. Yeah. She's one of my heroes. Super sweet, always helpful.
It's a great community we have, and
yeah, it is.
We are closing in. There will be a Celebrity Entrepreneurs Guild meeting at some point soon, and it's going to be super fun. And everybody's going to come together, and it's going to be a party. We're going to definitely do one before the end of this year. So
okay, sounds good.
All right, but meantime, I'm looking forward to seeing you in Waikiki.